Good morning, everyone. Do you know what day is today? If you say today is Wednesday, that's correct. And do you know today is also the 50th anniversary of Earth Day? Yes, I cannot believe it, 50 years of Earth Day. And I guess partially because of Earth Day and also people, during this time and stay home and go to the yard or whatever, and really get to know the nature much better. And yesterday I heard um, news on the radio and saying so many people start gardening. Some people originally they just doing for fun. Some people just doing to grow their own food, and it all good. And I do have one advice. If you like gardening like I do, and try to warm up your body before you start doing it. And then if you're plugging the weeds, don't plug like this. This is really bad for your lower back, and you can hurt yourself. If the grass is really long, first you dig around it, and then you get into a bowl stick, and using both of your hand, and now using your leg and just pull it. So using your leg instead of your back, and then this is the same thing like shoveling snow. You don't want to be like this. This is really bad. You using your leg, wah, ha, wah, ha, using the leg, and this can save your back. Okay, without talking too much, let's get started. How about that? And round your hands around your body. Relax your shoulder, relax your mind. Good. Keep going. 顺缠, 逆缠. This is 20. Reverse 20. Very good. And this is also the elbow rotations. Yes. And so when you before you do any garden work and really do a set of these how should I say uh, joint flexion exercise, that would be good. And this one definitely you should do. Go to the front, to your right, toward yourself and left. And this way you warm up your wrist, because with garden work we do a lot of digging or plugging or whatever, and if you don't warm up your joints, you can injure yourself. Very good. And in case this is first time to join the lesson, and please know that I do all the demonstration and as sitting position and also standing. And now go the other direction. Good. Keep going. I just see a squirrel running through my window while I she's in my door. Go back to the garden. Okay. And now stretch and now bring your right arm up, going forward and down. Try to use your shoulder to move your arm. Very good. Make big rotation, and sometimes you may hear some noise like I do. Okay, let's go for two more. Here's 1 and 2. Now reverse. Remember, big rotation, no need to go fast, but need to be thorough. Okay, change side. Now left arm up, close to the ear. Going forward and down. Make big rotation. As big as you can handle. Okay, let's go for 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Now reverse. Brush through your left ear. All right, let's go for 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Good. Now, gentle fist. Turn to your right side twice, then to your left side twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Well, probably by this time you already figured out I am mirror image you. So this is your right side. This is your left side. All right, good. And next, gentle fist again. And this time we want to stretch to the side. 1, 2. Then hands facing up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make your arms going back. Okay, not like going up, but going back. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Okay. And now, hands together. Very good. And gently place your hand over your eyes and feel the warmth and going into your eye socket, and now going down to your neck. Melt the stress away. Good. Now hands together again. And now making this V and massage your ears. And hands together. And if you have been taking these lessons frequently, you will probably notice there are many warm-up exercise I do, and not every day is the same because I try to, how should I say, alternate them. So you feel, hey, it's a little bit different today. Okay, and now hands down, open, and bring both of your hands to the back with the palm facing the front. And now gently lower your head. Either way, you should feel stretch in the chest. And now you feel stretch in the back of your neck. And now slowly swing your head to right shoulder. And keep stretching. And now swing to the back. And now swing to the side. And now swing to the front. And relax. Another reason I don't do everything once is because that will take too much time, and normally when I do a series of workshop or training, and we will do a warm up just for like almost an hour, at least 45 minutes, and we sure don't have those kind of time, right? And now arms open with the palm facing the back. Again, feel the stretch in the chest. And now head down. Hold it. And swing your head to your left shoulder this time. Make sure your right shoulder doesn't come up. And now focus ceiling. And now swing your head to your right shoulder. And back down. And relax. Good. And now, both hands facing up. Slowly bring up your right hand and flip the palms up. And now also turn the left palms down. And now you lean to your left side and feel the stretch on your right side. And make sure your body doesn't lean forward, okay? And then it's going to the side. You want to get a really good stretch on the side. And now inhale. Good. This time, left hand up, right hand down. Feel your fingers go longer and longer to the other side. Good. And back. Can you feel on the side? Good. Now, okay. Excellent. Now, really, really stretching. Let's go for one more set. First, to lean to your left. Now, lean to your right. Good. Okay, good. And now, hands together. Massage your kidneys. Either use the hand or the back of your hand, or using fist. Whichever way is easy for you. You decide what to do. Good. And now, hands together. Massage your knees. And now, using your hand, circle your knees outward. If you're sitting, you bring up your heels and you're doing the same thing. And now reverse. Good. And now, do the lunges, right foot in the front. Make sure your right knee stay either above the ankle or behind the ankle. You don't want to be like that, okay? And now, we want to do downward pulsing. Make sure you don't push it forward. When you push forward, that's too much stress for the knee. And now, if you're sitting, bring your right knee to your chest. Inhale and exhale. If you're standing, continue to do your pausing. Good. And now switch. This time your left foot in the front. If you're standing, again, make sure both of your feet are on the ground. And if you're sitting, inhale, exhale. Very good. Okay. If you're standing, open your legs wide as you can handle. Shift your body weight to your right side, but not like this or right, whatever. And don't turn your body this way, and make sure your body faces the front squarely. And then you do a little pausing. You're sitting, pick up your right foot and gently pressing down your right knee. Yes, do the other pauses. Very good. Now, let's switch and to do the left side. And you're sitting, bring up your left foot. Okay. Again, do the pausing. Good. And now kick from behind. All right. Relax. Relax your mind. And last one is place your right toes in the back and during the ankle rotation. If you're sitting, pick up your right foot. The same, you rotate your ankle, right ankle. And now reverse. Good. And now if you're standing, place your left foot in the back, okay? And do the ankle rotation. You're sitting, pick up your left leg. Good. Keep going. All right. And the reverse. Okay, shake it out. And so now let's do the 8 sections of broke hip. If you're sitting or standing, either way, and keep your feet about your hip width apart. And now round the hands to the front, both hands in front of your lower abs, or in Chinese medicine we call dantian, or the elixir field, which stores the life energy called qi. And keep your knees softly bent. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Now join your hands and bring your hands upward. Look at ceiling, keep the arms straight. Now look at screen and make sure your lower back arched. And now open and relax. Yesterday, I was also teaching an online class, and so when I say, arch the back by moving the arm back, and then one student, instead of moving the arm back, just turn the hip forward, and that's not what we want to. Okay, you keep your body, especially the lower body, still the same, remain the same. All you do is move the arms further back. Can you see that? First, we look up. As you look straight, you move arms back. And that way, you really open up your lower back. It's great for the health of your lower back. Let's do a couple more. 两手托天理三焦 both hands pushing to the sky. It's great for the health of the spine, the shoulders, the lower back, and the triple warmer. So straight and open. Good. And now both hands crossed in front of you if you're standing, and open your legs wide. Make sure the toes not fanning out like this, but bring them in. Either the both feet parallel to each other, or turn the toes slightly in. And keep the knees out, knees not like this, knees out. Both hands crossed and pull. Left arm straight, right elbow bent. And now open your right arm, hands crossed, and pull. And open your left, cross, pull. Open right, cross, and pull. And with you're doing standing, okay. And pull as you going down, make sure your body weight is in the middle. You don't lean this or that, okay? And now open your right, cross, pull. And sometimes when people doing this pull, or they want to squat down, they are like this. No, keep the back straight. You don't need to go low, and that's not a requirement, but the requirement is keep your back upright straight. Very good. One more set. 左右开弓式射雕 bow and arrow. This is great for the health of the lungs and the heart. Good. Next one, if you bring the feet in about hip width apart, both hands facing up in front of the lower abs. Slowly bring your left hand up and flip. And the left hand above your head. The elbows not in the front or the side. And right hand pressing down. Right fingers point forwards. This is different than the warm-up stretching exercise we did. Now right up, left down. Good. 调理脾胃虚单举 to improve the health of the stomach and spleen. Lift your arms alternately and feel the stretch at the root of your palms or your wrists up. Good. And now both hands in the front. Open and feel the stretch in the chest. And now turn your head to your left and back. Open, turn your head to right and back. 五劳七伤往后瞧。Once out, turns the head. And this is great for the health of liver and digestive tract. It also can help to relieve the fatigue. Sometimes, we're sitting there whole day and doing computer work. And doing a few of this can really rejuvenate us. Good. And this is last time. And now, if you're standing, open your legs wide. And we're going to swing our head from right to left. Right knee to left knee and reverse. Okay? And again, you can do high stand, or you can even do higher. And then you do medium, or you can do low stand. And then your choice. If you're sitting, make sure your feet come out. Keep your knee behind your heel, okay? And place both of your hands on your knees. And now let's start together. Move the head, swing from right knee to left knee, and circle. And now from left to right, circle. Right to left. And now left to right. Settle down. Right to left. 摇头摆尾去心火. Swing the head and the tail. Can reduce the inflammation in the body. One more set. Right to left, circle, settle down. And now left to right, circle, and down. Now bring your feet in about hip width apart. Both hands up, palm facing each other. Can you see? Okay. And now bring it down. Flip the palms. Hands behind the legs. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Round the hands behind the leg and touch the heels. Pose. Move arms to the ears, then coming up. Okay, you're sitting, and then You do the same thing. Round the hands behind the legs. Touch the heel, the toes, to the ears, and up. And now bring it down, flip the palm, hands to the back, round the hands behind the legs, heels, toes, ears, up, good. 双手拍足护正腰 both hands touching the feet. And this is great for the health of the kidneys. And last time, this is really my favorite. I can just do this all day long. Okay. And now, open your hands wide, bend your thumb, 4 fingers wrap around. And now, legs open wide, you're standing, and again, high, medium, or low. And the right fist out, open, turn, fist in. Open your eyes wide and big and still far away. Yes, this is called 转拳怒目真气力. This exercise, by twisting the wrist and open eyes wide, this can increase the energy level and strength. Okay, and now up on your toes and down. As you coming down, you bring your heels down and just let it go. And without pushing the heels down or control and down. It's not a control form, okay? We do this 7 times along with the previous 7 exercises. And sure, we will keep the doctors away. Yay! And one more time. Good. Now shake. Bring your feet to the back and 1 foot at a time. And bring your arms. And this is called 弹腿放松. Yeah. Relax your body, and then by spinning your legs and your arms. Isn't that great? And so today is the Earth Day. Remember, before you gardening, you need to do some warm up, right? You haven't learned enough the warm up exercise from this class for sure. So you should do it, and it doesn't take long, like we did it 10 minutes, and you can even shorten it just by doing less repetition. Normally I do like 8 times on each one, but you can do less. But if you can go through this routine, it really can help you and make your gardening more effective and less dangerous. Today's Thursday. It's also Wednesday. And Wednesday is what day? Yeah, Master Billy Grill's Day. Yes, Billy, welcome back. So I'm going to get out, okay?
Okay. All right. So Violet gave us a good warm-up. I want to focus a little bit today on our wrists and hands. So many of us now find ourselves, you may be working from home or just spending more time online. And so it's surprising how much stress all of that keyboarding and mousing can do on your hands and your wrists. So let's start off with just a few simple exercises. If you interlace your fingers and turn your wrists, and you want to get a nice rolling motion, and let your wrists come apart a little bit, not just keeping them together, so you get more movement through the fingers. And then change directions. And I always warn people with Tai Chi, you often find things work better in one direction than the other. Good. Then we can go up and down. And then you can do a motion like a wave. Good. And then shake out your hands a little bit. And then another good exercise is stretch, actually, for the ligaments and tendons in the hand and the wrist. Put your hand out, palm up. Hold the fingers and pull them down, straighten your arm. So if you see from the side here, want to lock the elbow, okay, and get a good stretch. And then other side. Good. And then go back to the first hand. And then if you're feeling a little adventurous, you can try pulling your elbow through. And then go to the other hand. Stretch the fingers and then pull the elbow through. Good. All right. Shake out your hand. So that's good for the fingers. Now we can continue with the wrists. This is a type of silk reeling. So you're going to put your hands by your side. And what I want you to do is roll your hands around. As you roll your hands around, try to keep as much of the back of your hand touching your body as you can. So this will give you a good stretch through the wrists. Good. Keep turning. Stretch the wrists. And then, of course, if we can do it in one direction, we can reverse. Now, go forward again, but this time alternate. And as you alternate, go ahead and turn through your waist a little bit. Change directions. Now, this is another type of spiral rotation. So Chen Tai Chi is famous for getting that spiral rotation through all of the joints in the body. Good. Now let's go forward again. And then this time, now that we've gotten a little bit of a stretch, want to loosen up even more. So go a little faster. And faster. And then fast as you can. And stop. And reverse. And a little faster. Try to keep your fingertips touching your body, and faster, and fast as you can. And stop. Good. Shake out your arms. And with this stretch, another thing that we can do is to take our hand, hold it palm up, and then the other hand palm up, but grab around the thumb side of the hand, and then just give a gentle turn. Use your thumb to push towards the pinky and twist the wrist to the side a little bit. So again, this will help stretch the ligaments in the wrists, in the hand, and help make everything stronger. So again, hook around the thumb edge, put your other thumb on the pinky side of the hand, and just turn the wrist. So you don't have to put yourself in excruciating pain, but you want to feel a little effort, a little stretch in there. And you may feel warmth flowing into the hand. So that's good, getting a good stretch in the wrist. Good. So these kind of exercise movements are so good. Violet was showing this one too. Okay, so that's another good one. So we want to keep those fingers mobile. Sometimes keyboarding, we get stuck into too much of the same type of movement. And then you can get repetitive motion injuries from that. Same thing, the wrist gets stuck in one position on the keyboard or holding that mouse. So make sure if you find yourself spending a little bit too much in front of that keyboard because of work, take a moment, maybe every 15, 20 minutes or so, and just stretch, do some of these exercises to help loosen up the wrists and keep them healthy and happy. All right, so one of the things that I like to do in class periodically is to take the Tai Chi form and slow it down. So everybody thinks that Tai Chi is slow, but when we think of the idea of yin and yang, things are yin or yang in comparison to something else. So, compared to a turtle, a rabbit is fast, but compared to a snail, a turtle might be fast. So when we talk about slowing down the form, it's a good way to really get into the meditative aspect of Tai Chi. So your Tai Chi practice you can do for so many different reasons. So some people want to be the ultimate in self-defense, and so they practice their Tai Chi to learn how to use the movements, use their body for self-defense. Other people want to keep certain joints healthy. They want to keep the body physically healthy. But we also have to consider mental health as well. And especially in today's new world, everybody's suffering a lot more stress. There's more worries that we have to deal with daily. And stress can weaken the immune system, which is the last thing we want at this time. So we want to make sure we can reduce some of the stress and improve our immune system. And of course, when we practice mindfulness exercises, practice deep breathing and bring out that aspect of Tai Chi, we can find more benefits for overall health. So what we're going to do today is really just quiet down, calm down, and slow down. So in our regular classes, often I take the 18 posture Chen form that Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei created. And at a typical speed, it may take 3.5 minutes to do. So sometimes I slow it down in class so that we spend 20 minutes doing that one form. Okay, so we're going to take the first 5 movements that we've been working on, and we're going to slow them down. And don't worry, you may think that your sound has stopped working, but actually when we slow down, I'm not going to talk. I want you to just focus on your own body awareness. So I want you to feel where your weight is on each foot. I want you to feel every individual muscle fiber involved in the motion. And I want you to be aware of your balance. We want to make sure to keep the tip of the tongue resting lightly against the roof of the mouth. Let your teeth touch together lightly. Let your lips touch together lightly. Breathe in and out through your nose. Okay, so as we practice this, I don't want you to close your eyes though. In Tai Chi, we still want to keep the eyes active. But what I want you to do is stare forward as though you're looking at a horizon 1,000 miles away. And I want you to have a soft focus. Don't let your eyes focus too much on any one object. We don't want to have tunnel vision. We want to have a softened view so that everything in our field of vision we see equally and we're equally aware of. Okay, so let's move back a little bit, and I'm going to turn around for this so that you can follow me. And again, we want to go very, very, very slowly.
Hey, Billy.
Yes.
You are sideways now. Your screen turned 90 degree. I don't know what happened, but I guess we still can see you.
All right. See, our screen is turned around. Let me see. I was going so slow, the world turned around.
Yes. Yeah, the world is turning upside down for sure. And our just screen turned sideways. Okay, I'm getting out again, but you know what? That slow Tai Chi really burning my legs.
It'll work those muscles.
Good.
All right, so let's go back to the lazily tying ropes. Good. Now, we're going to go through that again, but before we go through, I want to talk a little bit about the going slowly. So you heard Violet just after everything went sideways. She talked about, this going slow is really burning my legs. So actually, going slow is a way to really build strength. So a lot of times when people look at Tai Chi, they say, oh, that's not exercise. Is you're not working hard, but actually it's surprisingly hard work to go slowly. And one of the reasons for that is that when we move slowly, we're focusing a lot on sinking when we do Tai Chi, sinking our weight down. And studies show that when it comes to building strength, the fastest way to build strength is by doing eccentric motion with the muscles. So an eccentric motion, just a fancy term for using the muscle in reverse. For example, everybody is familiar with pull-ups. So if you pull up, you build your biceps. Actually, if you want to build strength faster, the work is not pulling up. Pull up, let yourself go down slowly as you can. So by working that muscle in reverse, you actually build strength more quickly. So the same thing. I've heard a lot of people talk about Tai Chi. Oh, it's so slow. You'd get more exercise by doing squats, moving up and down to build the leg strength. But actually, when you go up and down, so with a squat, for example, we think, okay, when we bend down, that's the easy part. Coming up is the work. But when we do a squat like this, we get a rest every time, right? So when we drop down, we're resting, okay? We work when we're coming up, but if we come up fast, actually our body builds momentum, and that momentum carries us up, so the leg muscles get to rest again. So doing these squats, we're working hard, but we're working intermittently, okay? Now, if we do our Tai Chi, and we're just doing some silk reeling, going from side to side like this, what we're doing is we're sinking into the leg muscle. So we're using that eccentric motion to sink down, working the muscle backwards. Plus, the muscle doesn't get to rest. We keep working it, we keep working it, we keep working it. So then when we go to the other side, this muscle is still engaged. It's not resting completely, but working a little bit less hard as the work transfers over to the other leg. And then it takes it back. So the muscles are constantly activating, constantly working, and we're using that eccentric motion. The sinking down is what we're focusing on, not pushing up. So Tai Chi absolutely will build strength. And that kind of slow motion where we're keeping continuous pressure on the muscles helps build bone density. Okay, so the 2 points of attachment, the muscles are contracting against the bone. So that's one of the reasons that so many studies have shown Tai Chi to have a wonderful benefit for improving bone density. Okay, so a lot of times people think, oh, the gold standard for building bone density is weightlifting. But studies have shown Tai Chi is more effective than weightlifting because of compliance. If you think about it with weightlifting, you have to have the equipment. If you travel, you can't carry your weights with you. If you don't have much space, it's hard to do. Tai Chi, you don't need any special equipment. You can do it in a small space. And so people got better results from doing Tai Chi to build bone density than from doing weightlifting, because Tai Chi was more interesting. They didn't need special equipment. They were more likely to continue doing it. Okay.
Well, Billy, I hope I just cannot refrain myself for butting in. And as a matter of fact, since you're talking about the research and the scientific stuff, and I like to share this with you. And many of the study has shown, people they're working really hard on treadmill, boom, 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 boom. And the versus people do this very, very slow Tai Chi walk. Okay, we call it twisted step and the Yin Qian style. And guess what? After a few months, people doing this very slow type of walking actually grow the leg muscle much, much faster than doing power walk on treadmill. So yes, and I'm glad that you gave that background information why it helps actually to be that way, and that's good. And thank you. I'm getting out.
Sure. And I want to follow up on that too, because I'm fascinated by the apparent paradoxes in Tai Chi. This idea of yin and yang means one thing can become its opposite, and one thing taking it to its extreme becomes its opposite. And so that's one of the ideas in Tai Chi, that we want to avoid going to extremes. And so, for example, Violet was mentioning the hard exercise. And so a lot of studies show that actually your health can decrease if you exercise too hard. Okay, so we want to find that balance. In Tai Chi, surprisingly, people think it's so gentle, so soft, it's no work. But actually it provides very good work. And one of the ideas too is that one of the paradoxes of Tai Chi is that, why do we practice slowly? Okay, well, the idea of practicing slowly was originally designed to make us faster. So how can that be? We don't see sprinters practicing running around the track slowly as they can in order to win races, okay? But Tai Chi involves more complex movements. So how does this slow movement allow us to become faster? Two ways. One is that when we practice a complex movement, when we slow it down, we can get all of the details of the motion. So some people will find that when they take their Tai Chi form and they really slow it down, they begin realizing that there's certain places they're not sure what to do. Normally they pass that part so fast, they're not aware of it, and they just move on to another part of the movement. So they slow it down and they realize, oh, I'm not sure, what is this hand supposed to be doing while this other hand is doing? So the slowing down allows you to perfect the motion. And once you perfect the motion, you don't have any extra movements in there. So then when you speed it up, it's more efficient and it just works better because you don't have wasted motion. Then another thing that happens is that by slowing down, we relax and we take the internal tension out of the body. We don't realize how much tension we carry in our bodies, and that creates kind of a friction that slows down our movements. You know, people wear out their shoulders because they have tension, and when they move their arm, they're grinding the bones. When you relax, you open up the joint and it can move more easily. People think about punching hard, and if you know, we've all heard the expression trying too hard, and it's very real. Physically, if you try to punch too hard, often you contract your bicep, which wants to bend the arm. So when you tighten that up, it's fighting against the tricep trying to extend your arm, so it slows you down. In Tai Chi, we learn to relax everything except the specific muscles we need. So when the bicep is completely relaxed, it doesn't provide friction. The tricep can do its job to extend the fist faster. And then one other thing too, you know, is the ultimate of going slow is standing still. And the standing post meditation often is credited with being the secret to develop explosive strength and speed. So again, how can being slow, you know, so slow that you're not even moving, how can that build strength and speed? Well, it turns out that, of course, when you're standing still in Tai Chi, you're never still. As long as you're alive, your blood is still moving through your body, your breath is circulating, your heart is pumping, and the muscles used to hold you still actually are constantly twitching back and forth, making little adjustments to hold you in place. So what you think of as stillness, there's actually a lot of motion going on in there. And so the Tai Chi classics often, you know, it tells us that we should try to find the movement in our stillness and the stillness in our movement. So that movement in our stillness is the constant interplay of the muscles balancing to keep you upright. And it turns out that the muscle fibers that are making those adjustments as you're standing so still are mostly fast twitch muscle fibers. And the fast twitch muscle fibers are the sprinters' muscles and also the power lifters' muscles, important for explosive strength. So again, one of the paradoxes of Tai Chi is that by slowing down, practicing very slowly, we actually build speed and strength.
Well, Billy, you know what? I'm glad you talk about this, and you gave a very good reason why it is. And I'm going to share a story with you. I don't think you were there, and it was international Tai Chi symposium was held in Louisville, Kentucky, back a few years ago. You were not there, right?
No, I wasn't at that one.
Yeah, I don't think you were there in that one. But anyway, and our teacher, Grandmaster Chen, was invited to teach. And so one day we had an outing, you know, after training was done. So we went to the Muhammad Ali museum. And if you've never been there, you should go there. It's really fun. It's not like the regular museum. It's very interactive. There are a lot of information about Ali, but at the same time, there are a lot of things you can play with it and test out your own skill or whatnot. And so there is one punching ball there, hanging there, and then it shows Ali's speed. So everybody can go there, and then you do that, and it gives you, say, how fast how many hits you get in a minute or something like that. And guess what? When our teacher, Grandmaster Chen, was so nonchalant, woo, and his number was higher than Ali's number.
No, I can easily believe it.
So that just proved, you know, when we really can relax, and then we actually can, you know, do very fast. And Grandmaster has a famous saying: "This, you know, in Chinese martial art, or especially in Tai Chi Chuan, we should not use the physical strength. We should use the mind. Mind is faster than anything else." So when we are, like you say, that when we're very relaxed and we can feel our body, our mind, and the mind does the work. So you know, we were just wow. We saw the number, and yeah, and that was a true story, and I'm so glad that you explained this thing so well. Thank you very much, and for
My
talking
pleasure.
about that today. And great, this is another awesome class, and you know, another person said that before, you know, for a form, say, you know, like a chain style, a long form, normally people practicing like for 15 minutes. You can go for 30 minutes, that's even better. And then you should not go fast until you can really go really fast. I mean, really slow, like 30 minutes or even longer. Then maybe you can condense it, do it in 3 minutes, and without missing any details or whatever, right? They say you cannot go fast before you can go slow. Yeah, it's a really interesting concept.
It
But
is, and you know, we have you know, common sayings that apply to that. You know, haste makes waste. So if you rush through things, you make mistakes. You know, so if you go slowly, get it right the first time, then you're better off. And then also another saying I really like, because again, it has that kind of idea of the paradox. You know, how can one thing be its opposite like this? But a lot of times in the military training, especially with snipers or other people, there's a saying that slow is smooth. So you slow things down, it's smoother. That seems obvious. And smooth is fast. So therefore, you know, connect all the dots. I mean, slow is fast, because slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So I think that's kind of one of the things, elements that's at the heart of Tai Chi.
great, thank you so much for sharing all these good points, and everyone. And guess what? This Saturday is a World Tai Chi Day, and the World Tai Chi Day is how should I say, celebrate the last Saturday of April in every year, and it has been celebrated in thousands of cities, big and small, across the world. And we're going to do something special. And Billy, you are going to be here with us, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, I'll be there.
Okay, wonderful. So everyone, make sure mark your calendar, and you want to come, okay? And thank you so much for another great class. Thank you.
All right, Violet. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.